Tin, tin, tin.
Atraparlos mi prueba es
Tin,
estrenar
tin,
mi
tin.
ideal.
流れる季節のまんま
Hi, hi, hi! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is another re-Japanese episode where I, as a Japanese person, go learn about Japanese culture, but from non-Japanese people. Each episode, we focus on different topic, and today's topic, we focus on J-pop. Tenemos unos invitados especiales. MiruDaru! いらっしゃいって言ってもどっちかというとお邪魔しますの方なんですけど Yeah, so thank you for inviting me to your place. You have so many Pokemon around you. Okay, so the reason I introduce in Spanish is because they're from Venezuela?
Yay!
Venezuela.
You're from
Do you
Venezuela.
think you guys can introduce yourself a little bit?
You did Spanish, so we should do Japanese, right? はい、私はミゲルと申します。
おー
私はダニエラと申します。
私たちはミルダルです。
So you guys sing in Japanese?
In general, we do. We were very young.
When we were little,
Mhm.
you know, like all the Disney movies were coming out, and they tend to be very musical.
Mhm.
And I remember that my mom used to buy these magazines. It had these karaoke
Mhm.
Disney song CDs. So I would play them and I would sing along and stuff. That's how I started. As she was growing up, I was always very involved with music, like listening to music or when I was taking some music lessons. So she was always around that.
Mhm.
And I think that developed that into her.
Right. And why J-pop after that?
I think for most foreign people, it starts with anime always.
These guys.
These
Yeah.
guys.
These guys came like, you know, it was late 90s.
Yeah, 95, 96, I think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And Pokemon was a huge thing in Latin America. It opened the doors for everything. Well, before Pokemon, it was Dragon Ball and Saint Seiya and Sailor Moon, of course. Even Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh,
That one is not so popular.
I used to watch Cardcaptor Sakura every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
my favorite.
In the 2000s, with cable and all these, like there were these particular channels that were only focusing on anime. That's when the whole J-pop thing started.
Okay.
Because those channels would stream J-pop music videos
Right.
as well.
Right.
Because the internet wasn't what it was, so you couldn't really. I'm gonna look for J-pop.
When did you guys visit Japan first?
So I went first on 2010.
Okay.
I was studying the university in Colombia,
Okay.
and one of my teachers and dear friend, her sister lived in Japan.
I see.
So I became friends with her sister, and one day she was like, "Hey, you wanna come to Japan?" And I was like, "What?" So sure.
I
Yeah.
was like, take me too.
But she was very little, and
Yeah, I was very little.
Right.
I asked him to get me a bunch of cute
Nice.
stuff and like.
also clothing. So when we went there, she's like, "Okay, I need you to get me these kind of boots, these kind of dresses, these kind of skirts, and these shirts."
And I was constantly checking on him.
When you returned home, you probably had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We did.
I think I had 2 pieces of luggage just full of live DVDs
Wow.
and CDs.
You're like a smuggler. What's the first CD you guys bought?
It's from a major artist,
Okay.
and that's my favorite artist ever. She can sing a little piece of a famous song of her, and maybe you can see if you can know.
Okay.
You're from your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
you,
You put me on the spot. 僕たちは
Bing bong! Hamasaki Ayumi.
Yes.
For Miguel, Hamasaki Ayumi is like number one.
Number 1, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's cool.
Konakumi. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna take the package because
You still have the package on.
Yeah.
Wow.
everything. This is my
Yeah.
treasure.
Don't drop it. My first CD was these guys actually.
Really?
Pokemon Yeru Kana.
ピカチュウ海流ヤドランピジョン
It's a fusion of a lot of things. So we have, you know, like the Japanese element from the entertainment
Yeah.
and the shape of the songs and all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And we also have our Latin heritage.
Yeah.
So sometimes we put like Latin rhythms and Latin things into the music. People say it's different.
It's yeah.
Even though we love Japanese culture and we want to represent Japanese culture, we also want to represent who we are culturally.
You guys were very heavily influenced by this J-pop culture, but you know, you guys are from Venezuela. So mixing those cultures makes you guys very unique and original, and that's who you guys are.
Yeah, I think our genre would be fusion.
Fusion. I see. What's the reason you guys decided to come to LA?
We wanted to go to Japan.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And we wanted to be singers in Japan because you know we only listen to Japanese music.
Right.
And we were only following Japanese artists, J-pop artists. But going to Japan was very expensive. And even though I had studied the culture, it was a whole new thing.
Right.
So we decided like, okay, maybe we can make a stop in LA because there is a big Japanese community there.
Right. So LA was kind of like a middle ground. Yeah. Because LA has such a big Japanese population, every once in a while there are many Japanese festivals.
You know, we actually have one coming up this Sunday. You should come.
Sunday.
Sunday.
誇りの渦を踊らせてます
本当好きだったんだぜ
皆さん今日は来てくれてありがとう
I think music is always attached to some sort of memory, right? Any song you remember that's attached to your personal memory?
I think for me the one that I treasure the most is the Hamasaki Ayumi Voyage.
Oh, Voyage.
Because that's the first time I got to go to Japan.
Oh, okay.
And I performed that song over there.
Oh, wow.
And
You
it was
perform in
like-
Japan?
Yeah.
Wow. Where?
It's a TV show called Nodojiman the World.
Oh, I feel like I might have watched it.
Oh yeah?
誰も皆愛を求めさまよぶ
泣かないで一人で
Felt like one of my dreams from my childhood came true.
Right.
It would be Osaki Yutaka's I Love You.
Oh, wow. Very classic.
When I went to Japan the first time, we would go to karaoke with my friends a lot. And then that song is a song that we would always perform. It was that one, Rainy Blue, and Koware Kake no Reijio.
Wow. You sing
We still
pretty
do.
depressing songs. Actually, I have one song, Boku no Oto by Skima Switch.
Oh!
Yeah,
That's
one.
a good
Yeah.
song.
It's not my favorite song or anything, but it just, I have strong memory attached to that song. And the reason is, when I was in high school, I used to bike to my high school. So I was coming home from my high school, and then across the street, there was a convenience store that says Final Fantasy, I think 11 or 12, coming out on this day. And then I was like, oh, it's coming out. And I was listening to that song, and I got hit by a car.
That's a twist!
It's kind of my fault, right? Like I was kind of looking around and wasn't paying, full attention. And then I was thinking like, please be a good person. And then I looked over, one of the guy was like sitting like this. And the car obviously looked like, one of those Yakuza car. And one guy came out saying like, "도가 밑에 right? I didn't feel too much pain, but I pretended that I was like in such a deep pain.
Well, that was
And-
smart.
Smart,
And
yeah.
a lot of
That's when
people
you became an actor.
but nobody helped me because they're kind of
Yeah.
scary. Eventually, he was not like a terrible guy or anything. He was actually saying, oh, "Are you okay?" And then they just left. But it was such a scary moment that's attached to that song specifically. So whenever I hear that song, it brings me back that memory.
Oh.
Wow.
Any current artists you're following?
Not really. It's just I feel that
You're stuck
As
in
they-
90s?
kind of. No, I think
As you can see, we are stuck in the 90s.
so. The pop scene in Japan became more like the K. It was mostly K-pop scene. Like right now, you see some groups, and you like, oh, that's a K-pop group, but
Yeah,
no, they're
yeah.
Japanese.
Right.
But it's still K-pop. The
Yeah.
style is K-pop.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
J-pop
Yeah.
anymore. Because before that, like Arashi was huge.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I love Johnny's
Yeah.
Entertainment," and everybody
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Johnny's, yay!"
Yeah.
And all these idols was, "Yay!"
Yeah.
The K-pop came in with a different image, with a different beat, with a different style, and it's what became trendy.
Right.
So I kind of stay with my man.
You stayed in the 90s.
Where can people find your music or follow your journey?
So you can follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
We also have YouTube channel.
Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, as usual, hit like, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for letting me
No,
interview.
thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It was very fun.
Gracias.
No, gracias. a ti.
Gracias a ti.
Gracias.
じゃあ突然ですが、J-POP クイズ大会 Yay! I'm gonna have them sing some Japanese songs from 2000-ish.
Yeah.
And
Very popular ones that you should know.
I should be able to answer every single one.
季節のまんま
はいはいはいはいはいはい。レミオロメン3月9日。
Yes!
Yes!
That was easy. That was the warm up.
My name is Toru Shazam.
今年最初の雪の花
あ、ちょっと待って。
を眺めているこの時
はいはいはい。中島美嘉さん。雪の花
You know that?
Why don't you guys sing one song in Spanish?
Can it be from an anime?
Yeah. This, I'm confident.
Si tú lo deseas, puedes volar. Solo tienes que confiar.
This is such an easy question. デジタルモンスター。
Yeah.
和田浩二さんのバタフライ。
Hey!
This was one of my favorite songs, like from any anime.
And the lyrics change a little bit.
Yeah.
Because in the Japanese version it says, "Oh my love," right? This one says, "Digimon." 全然違うじゃん。
Why?
Atraparnos mi prueba es estrenarnos mi ideal. I
Yo
cannot say.
viajaré de aquí a allá, buscando
Ah.
hasta el fin. Chin, chin, chin.
Oh,
That's your
Pokemon!
part. Yeah.
This song is only, I think, in English. I don't think we have a Japanese version for this.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
信じよう二人だから一つの形に変わる。
はい。
You got it?
ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。I know this song. I know this song. わかったわかったわかった。彩香さん。
え？
彩香。
No.
願いが届くように
わかりません。